Hello, I'm Amethyst Straub with Farmer Girl Essential Wellness. I'm coming to you live Friday. Let's see, what's the date today? Oh, it's the end of May. I know Sunday's the 31st, so today must be the 29th. Yes, May 29th, 2020. So today we're going to talk about oils for gardening and outdoors, and oils to support your skin for getting lots of sunshine and being outside. So, okay, let's dive in. As you come on, say hello and what you are planning on doing this weekend and how you are loving this weather that we are having. Enjoy it before it gets cold again. Hey, Miss Mary. So today, oils for gardening and the outdoors. So let's just jump into my favorite outdoor oil. The oil that we always put on when we're gonna go outside and we don't wanna get eaten by bugs. We want the bugs to stay away. So I use doTERRA's Terra Shield Outdoor Blend. So there's a couple reasons for this, but we'll also go over other oils that you can use to help keep the bugs away, because there's a ton of them. I just find this super easy. It's a premix blend from doTERRA, and it has all the really great oils to help those insects that you really want to avoid that you find outdoors. So let's see, it has ylang ylang. Oh, I don't know how to spell that. Tamanu, Nootka, cedarwood, catnip, lemon eucalyptus, Listia, vanilla, bean extract, and arbor vitae. So one of the cool things about arbor vitae is when those trees die in nature, they stay around forever because bugs just can't eat them. So that it translates into a really awesome insect repellent blend or repellent oil for people. So between that and catnip has been shown to actually kill ticks. Now there isn't enough catnip in this to do that, and catnip's a super expensive oil. I believe it was super stinky too, but don't quote me on that one. But it's really great for helping to ward off ticks. Now, I'm not saying you'll never get a tick on you, but they won't like the areas where you apply the Terra Shield. So how we use this is we spray, so we always still do tick checks all the time. So we spray it on our hands like this, and then we rub it where we want it. So that's how we use the Terra Shield. Now, my third son, who I believe is behind me listening on the couch, loves the smell. Yep, he's doing his work. Loves the smell of Terra Shield. And I actually love the smell of Terra Shield also. But if you don't love the smell of Terra Shield, just add some peppermint to it to help with the smell if you don't like it. But we love the smell of Terra Shield, so we don't have any trouble with it. So we just use it as is. And it's already been diluted. I actually dilute it 50-50. So it comes in a bottle like this, or you can get a smaller bottle. I save my old bottles, my old spray bottles, so when I get a new one out, when my old bottle's gone, I pour it down so they're both 50-50. I add more fractionated coconut oil, I mix them up, and then we use them as is, because I'm very careful with how I spray and apply my oils. My family is not. So in order to cut down on the waste, we dilute it 50-50, and then I'm not worried about the fact my husband likes to just spray all over himself instead of apply to his hand and rub where you need to apply it. So we actually will even spray it on our hand and put it through our hair, because I have all boys and they take showers every day, so they don't look all oil and greasy because they take a shower every day, and I really like it that we can get the Terra Shield all through their hair to help keep those pesky bugs away. So one of the things that if you already use the Terra Shield, you might not know is the emotional benefits of Terra Shield. So I wanted to read to you from the Essential Emotions book so that you can know how great the Terra Shield is on an emotional basis, not only physically for keeping the bugs away. So it takes the negative emotions of feeling unprotected, attacked, defenseless, and having poor boundaries, and makes you courageous, confident, self-contained, and have safe, strong boundaries. So that's the big thing with Terra Shield. It was formulated as an insect repellent, but also offers much more. This blend helps individuals stay calm in the face of danger or attack, which would be good for me because I'm scared to death of snakes. So hopefully that will help when I'm outdoors and encounter some. Terra Shield strengthens the protective shield around one's body, helping them feel safe. This is especially important for children and adults who unconsciously merge with other people's energy. Does anybody know someone like that or do that yourself? You unconsciously take on someone else's emotions? I know I do that to a certain extent. They may do this as a way to relieve others' burdens or to simply lighten the load in the environment. Regardless of the motives, this type of energetic merging weakens individuals' energy systems. Babies and young children are especially susceptible to trying to carry loved ones' feelings for them. And I have seen this in my own kids, as they struggle to know which emotions are theirs and which belong to other people. This blend can assist individuals in separating their own energy from others. While the confusion with boundaries is often unintentional, there are also those who target or attack others. Terra Shield teaches individuals to hold strong boundaries and not allow themselves to be pushed around. It imbues individuals with courage and confidence to stand up for themselves and face their attackers. So just in everyday healthy relationships, this can be extremely helpful as well. So again, it takes you from having poor boundaries to feeling courageous, confident, self-contained, and have safe, strong boundaries. Okay. So as I said, that is our favorite blend for the outdoors. So let's talk about some pests for a little bit. Now, I don't know how you guys are doing, but I have now noticed some ants coming in my house. So here are some oils that you can use in a spray to help ward off ants. Black pepper, cinnamon, peppermint, and spearmint. So I'm going to make up a spray with peppermint, spearmint. I'll probably put all of them in, black pepper and cinnamon. And I'm going to spray around my windows and doors. So this will not only help with ants, but it also helps spiders as well, because for spiders, you can use eucalyptus, peppermint, and spearmint to help keep them away. Now, I wanted to give you guys a recipe for an all-natural ant killer. And it doesn't have anything to do with essential oils, but I've used it before and it works fine. So we don't like pesticides in our house because I blame pesticides for my father's illness, because we were conventional vegetable farmers and my father was a dairy farmer before that. He was around a lot of pesticides, and we believe that's what caused him to become ill and eventually pass away. So we avoid pesticides as much as we can. So a great all-natural ant killer is, I'm trying to remember, it kind of depends how much you make. So you're going to want sugar, borax, and water, and that's all you need. So you can use hot water, warm water, so that you can dissolve the sugar and borax. And I believe you look up some, I would say look up some recipes on Pinterest, because that's actually how I found it to begin with. So then you can get the exact amounts. I believe I used something like a 1/4 cup of warm water and 2 tablespoons of each thing, the sugar and the borax, but I don't remember for sure. I just know that you want everything to dissolve as much as possible. so that way and then you can either pour it on cotton balls or soak cotton balls and leave it. I left them out on wax paper or a paper plate, and then the ants come and they of course are picking up the sugar, but if you dissolve it, the sugar is then combined with the borax and then they take it back to their nest. And from what I read, it's supposed to kill the queen, and then eventually all the ants will die, or at least they stop coming around. Also, I also had a bunch of ants die right there with the sugar and the borax. So I just love it that I'm able to use something effectively that avoids toxins in our home. So, hey, Miss Cynthia. So as you come on, say hi and what you plan on doing this weekend. And if you use the TerraShield blend, tell us if you love the smell or don't love the smell, and what you put in it if you don't love the smell. You can put in peppermint is one suggestion. So let us know if you have other suggestions to change the smell. We love the smell all on its own. Okay, so that's oils for ants, and also ant killer. So there's all natural ant killer and oils to help prevent and get rid of ants. So now we're going to talk about oils that you can use in your garden. Now, with all of these oils that I'm going to talk about for different things for the garden, you want to incorporate them in the soil. So unless you research what essential oils that you can spray on the leaves and petals, you don't want to do this. What I'm recommending right now is you just mix up a spray bottle, spray it at the base of the plant, mix it in with the soil, or if you have a terracotta pot, the clay pots, you can spray the pot also. Okay, so for aphids, you can use cedarwood, peppermint, Siberian fir, or spearmint. Now, depending on the size of your spray bottle, I would use, like in a 4-ounce spray bottle, I would probably do 20 drops spearmint, 20 drops peppermint, 20 drops cedarwood. Or if I was going to add the Siberian fir also, I would go to 15 and use those. And then you shake them up. If they're in water, you shake them up, because oil and water doesn't mix, so just shake it up. It breaks it apart, and you spray it, and then spray the soil and mix it in. So let's see what else we have here. I had trouble with slugs last year in my garden, attacking my lettuce specifically. So I didn't look anything up. And I just used peppermint for that. And what I noticed was I actually had sprayed the peppermint leaves. The lettuce leaves. I was very bad. I didn't look anything up. So, and I was concerned actually it would be too hot for the peppermint, but it wasn't, and it was okay. But I did notice that I had to reapply every single day. But since then, I have found out for slugs, I would want to use cedarwood, patchouli, and Siberian fir. So those are what I'm going to try this year. So let's talk about if you want to attract pollinators like butterflies and bees. So if you want to attract some pollinators to your garden, because of course that's how most plants reproduce and make your fruits and vegetables, is to be pollinated by bees. Here's some great oils to attract bees. Basil, helichrysum, lavender, marjoram, rosemary, and wild orange. So bees specifically love citrus, so wild orange, lemon, anything like that. But wild orange is that super, super sweet. My son's watching back there. Okay, so if you want to attract butterflies, but you don't want to attract bees because you're allergic, like my husband, you would just want to use fennel. Fennel is the only one that doesn't overlap with the bees. So for butterflies, you can use fennel, helichrysum, and lavender, but lavender and helichrysum also attract bees. So if you just want to attract butterflies, use fennel. Okay. So for mosquitoes, what are some great oils you can use for mosquitoes? I want to hear what you guys use. So post in the comment what you use as a mosquito repellent. So some great oils, and there's a ton of them. Way more than I have written down on my sheet. So there's arborvitae, lavender, lemongrass, the TerraShield, geranium, patchouli. What else? Did I say cedarwood? Cedarwood. So of course, lemon eucalyptus was recommended by the Centers for Disease Control as actually being as effective as DEET against mosquitoes. So you can actually go to the CDC website and look up that if you wanted. There's so many, so you can Google more if you want to Google more. We just use the TerraShield, and then if you want to up the TerraShield, you just add more oils to that. So, okay. Oh, I want to make sure to mention this. So peppermint is the big, like, kind of broad spectrum deterrent for insects and also mice. So if in doubt, you want to deter something, use peppermint. So some people put peppermint on cotton ball drops in like their campers to help keep the mice away. So anywhere you want to deter mice from being there, use peppermint oil. So you can put them on cotton balls, you can spray it, of course, put it in water and spray it. So let's talk about some recipes that you can use in your garden. So for garden pests, now this is, I would call like a broad spectrum recipe for garden pests. You can use On Guard because it has the clove and the cinnamon bark in it. And it has wild orange, which will attract the bees, peppermint, and then tea tree melaleuca. So some bottles, the older bottles of melaleuca or tea tree will say melaleuca, and vice versa. The newer bottles say tea tree, but they're all the same thing, tea tree melaleuca. So say you have a 4-ounce spray bottle of water that you want to make. Put 20 drops On Guard, 20 drops peppermint, and 20 drops tea tree melaleuca in there. What I usually do is I fill it up with water first, leave a little room at the top, and then I add the oils. That way I don't overflow it and have the oils come out. So put your water in first, then add your essential oils, and then you just shake it and spray it. So spray it anywhere you want to in the garden to deter pests. You can also spray it along the base of the plants and mix it into the soil. It's a great way to do that, or spray pots if you're doing container gardening. I'm doing container gardening and gardening, so we have both. We're experimenting this year. I'm experimenting with container gardening. We're experimenting with a greenhouse high tunnel, and I taught my husband into fencing off some of the bare ground also because I'm used to farming bare ground and not in a high tunnel. So okay, so let me give you guys some tips for gardening and also transplanting. So there's 2 different ways, of course, that you can put plants into the ground. You can have the plant already, and that's called transplanting. When you take a plant and you put it into the ground already, you transplant it. Or you can direct seed, where you have the seed and you put that right into the ground. So if you love gardening, or if you're just starting, post in the comments what you like to direct seed versus what you like to use transplants for. So this, from my experience, tomatoes, peppers are really good to be putting transplants in. Most people have great success direct seeding their green beans. I do not. I have no idea if it's because we didn't grow green beans on the farm, so I really don't have any experience with them, but I have to transplant my green beans. So I start my beans it doesn't take very long before I can transplant them into the ground, but I have a terrible time direct seeding my green beans. However, for those of you who are used to gardening, I'm betting you direct seed your green beans. So if you do, just post in the comment what you like to seed directly into your garden and what you like to transplant. I'm trying to think of what else. So cole crops, which are all the crucifers like cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, and Brussels sprouts, I also use transplants where I have the plant and then put them into the ground. Potatoes, of course, if you ever put potatoes in, you cut them apart so there's one eye per piece of potato, and then you plant those in the ground. That's how you get potato plants. So you don't want to make the seed pieces incredibly small, because the rest of the potato, so the sprout grows from the eye, and then the rest of that piece of potato is the carbohydrate to feed the potato plant until it gets established. So you don't want to make them so small that there's not much carbohydrates there. So you want one eye per seed piece. You don't need more than that. And then you want to make the rest of the seed piece as big as possible to have those carbohydrates and get your plants off to a great start when they can get going, when you're starting to plant them. Okay, so post in the comments anything else you would like tips or tricks with. I did want to mention that when you are transplanting, for sure, you should be watering. You want to make sure the ground stays moist, especially when it's hot out, when you are transplanting, putting those little plants into the ground, because if you don't, you're going to have trouble. So make sure you give your plants a lot of water the first week that they are in the ground. And actually, after, let's see, 6 days or so, 5-6 days, you'll be able to see a huge difference that they've already started to root in if you have kept up with a good watering system after you transplant them. Now, however, you don't want to flood them, of course, but you do just want to keep the ground moist so they don't have a lot of stress when they're first being put into the ground. Okay. Oh, the other tip that I want to give you when you're transplanting is, so usually when you have your plant, and then there's a little part where the roots are, and it's like this little black potting soil stuff. So you want to put it into the ground and make sure that black potting soil is covered up by your dirt, because if you leave it exposed, that part will dry out first and harm your plant. So just make sure that that black potting soil is covered up with dirt. So I don't know if you guys are interested in, I hope you guys are interested in lots of extra gardening tips besides essential oils. So, okay. So, on to the next recipe I have for you. So this is a recipe for sore muscles, which I never used to deal with, but now I do every day. So sore muscles from working outside and in the garden. And also you can use the same recipe for sun, and you can actually apply it before you go outside, and you can apply it after you come back in. So it is, now we have 2-ounce glass spray bottles in our home, and we also have the 1-ounce plastic spray bottles. So we never ever throw any plastic spray bottles out from doTERRA anymore. I will just take the labels off and reuse them. So, and you can also buy these from doTERRA too, 1-ounce plastic plain spray bottles that are empty. So in a 1-ounce spray bottle, put in 5 drops each of copaiba, lavender, peppermint, tea tree, and I actually like to add frankincense also, because those are all the really great oils for your skin. So this is a great for sore muscles, to help keep you cool as you go outside, and also as you come back in to help soothe your skin from the sun. So let's talk about some other things that you can do for your skin all year long, but especially during the summer for your skin. So my favorite skin oil, well, I have a lot of them, but the super simple one is Immortelle. Now this bottle right here is different than what you will see online, because I got this bottle, I don't know how many years ago. Yeah, the expiration date has even worn off, but I know it's fine because it's not that bad. So before they changed the bottle, I had gotten a couple bottles free with my points. So I haven't had to buy Immortelle in years. So this is what I use for my skin. This is my favorite skin oil. It has all the amazing oils for your skin in this. So if you've never gotten an oil for your skin, I recommend starting with this one. So this one's concentrated. So how I use it is, I actually use it under my eyes. I love doing that. So I actually just got another bottle of this because this was my last one, free with my points again. So how do I get stuff free with points? I order on my LRP. It's doTERRA's monthly rewards program, and I get tons of free points and tons of free products. So what I'm doing is, so this is concentrated. This is undiluted oil right here. So I roll that on, and then I use my diluted version that I made myself, and I just put it on top to dilute the concentrated oil. So what is in my homemade roller? The base of it is Immortelle. I start with at least 8 drops of Immortelle, and then I do 1 drop of rose and 1 drop of blue tansy. That's my normal everyday one. Sometimes I mix it up and throw in copaiba, red mandarin, but so that's like what I use because I like to put in the concentrated oils. Other favorite skin oils that I use, that I mix in, you know how I just put the Immortelle like that? Other times I'll do neroli. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, my neroli is mostly gone. I use that for my face. I use jasmine for my face, and also magnolia. All of those get mixed in, like on a rotating basis. So, but if you don't want to get all those, I totally recommend starting with the Immortelle. And then my second favorite is the Yarrow Palm. I would say if you don't get anything else for your face and your skin, get these 2 right here. The Yarrow Palm is actually a much bigger bottle. This is a 30 ml, this is a 10 ml. This one's amazing for your skin inside and out, and also a ton of different issues in your body. Yarrow Palm is. We call Yarrow Palm the fountain of youth oil. So this one is so super amazing that actually I'm going to open it up and read from the book. But it supports like healthy blood pressure and just like healthy everything. So get your Yarrow Palm because it's the fountain of youth oil. One of my favorite oils. Okay. Here we go. Supports healthy blood pressure, supports healthy cholesterol, supports heart health, supports healthy blood sugar, and it's great for skin issues, like all kinds of different skin issues. It's also great for those ugly veins that people get in their legs. Okay, it supports a healthy metabolism. It helps with hormone balancing and also helps aid in weight loss. So that is Yarrow Palm, the fountain of youth oil right there. So some other really awesome, easy things you can do for your skin is, hey Leah, you're not gonna, I was gonna say, if you know what this is, post it in the comments because mine gets all oily and then all the letters come off. So if that happens to you, does that happen to you too, or is it just me? So post in the comments if you know what this is. And I'll come back and tell you in a second. So this is my new favorite, super easy doTERRA product to use for hydrating my skin. It's the hydrating cream from the Essential Skincare line. It's amazing for your face, your neck, and your hands. And it smells, of course, because it has doTERRA essential oils. It smells amazing also. So, Leah got it. The Immortelle Serum. This is the it's called, is that what it's called? It's Virage. It's from the Virage skincare line, and it is the hydrating serum. Correct. And also, actually, all this is Immortelle diluted with jojoba oil. So that's what this is. So you can buy it from doTERRA like this, or you can buy this and make your own with jojoba oil, just like I do. So this, I would say, if you're going to get this right here, just go ahead and order the entire Virage skincare collection, because it's like $15 difference between what you're going to pay for this and what you're going to get an entire skincare collection for. So with the entire skincare Virage line, you get a cleanser, a toner, the hydrating serum, and help me out, I think there's one more. Oh, moisturizer. Ooh, I love the moisturizer. So just if you bought these two by itself, costs more than if you buy the whole skincare set. So you can order this skincare set, and it's like getting the toner and cleanser for free. So it's really awesome. And yep, there's still a few letters on this one. This smells amazing also. So the Virage moisturizer. And then the last thing I want to show you that will help you with your summer skin is the body butter. So how many people are having trouble with their hands because they wash them all the time nowadays because of the respiratory stuff we have going on? Body butter will help with your hands, with how dry and awful they feel. So the doTERRA body butter is awesome for that, and also the hydrating cream. So those are just some skincare tips for you for helping with your hands, with your face this summer. Also, if you do get too much sun, you can put on the hydrating serum, and that will help immensely with helping take and make your skin better from getting too much sun. So don't forget your spray, your after sun spray that you can use for muscles, and you can also use for before you go outside. And then you also have the Virage hydrating serum. So, okay, so if you wanted to make up a recipe to attract the bees and the butterflies, you can use lavender, helichrysum, and wild orange, or lavender, rosemary, and wild orange. So with those, you could put 2 drops on a cotton ball and place them in pots around to attract the bees and butterfly. Or of course, you can make up a spray bottle and spray your pots, or spray the soil also and mix it in. Now for some fungal funk. What are some great oils to take care of fungal funk? Peppermint, the tea tree melaleuca, oregano, and On Guard. So you would put 5 drops of each of those in a small bottle, or if you were going to make a 4-ounce bottle, put 20 drops of each in, spray your pots and spray your dirt and mix it in. So those are some tips for some fungal funk. So if you missed the beginning of this, we have been going over oils for insects, oils for your garden, different gardening tips. So oils for to attract bees and to attract butterflies. Oh, so I just want to say, so if you do get accidentally stung by a bee, some great oils that will help with that. Oh, my favorite oil of all time, of course, helichrysum will help a lot with that. We use that for bug bites, and if we get stung by a bee. Lavender is also great. Frankincense, serenity. Help me out. What else is great? What have you put on your bug bites and bee stings? We pulled a tick out of my husband the other day, and I put On Guard on him with some fractionated coconut oil. I just dropped some On Guard on him and then put fractionated coconut oil over top, just to be on the safe side. We try to do tick checks every day when we come in, so it hopefully hadn't been there very long. A great tip for ticks is get a tick puller. You can Google that right on Amazon. Your local vet probably has them. They work like a charm for getting ticks out. And that way you make sure to get the head. You just stick it between the head and your skin, twist it around, pull it out. Easy peasy. And then you can put on Purify, On Guard, Melaleuca. If you use oregano, make sure you dilute it, that kind of stuff. So that's stuff we would use. Oh, Leah said she puts Purify on bug bites. Yes, Purify is great for bug bites. So here's the thing about Purify. Make sure that you are not going back out in the sun after you use Purify, or it's a place where the sun don't shine, that like is covered by clothing. So Purify is one of those ones that are photosensitive that you don't want to put on and then go outside with. So same with On Guard. You don't want to put On Guard on your skin and then go back in the sun. So just check that, or you can ask to. So if you have any questions on photosensitivity, just you can type it right in the search bar here in this group, and you'll come up with a list of those photosensitive oils. So it's usually all citrus. If in doubt, don't use citrus on your skin and then go out in the sun. Okie dokie. So I think that's everything I had for today. I would love to hear about your gardening adventures and what also you use to keep insects away. And also if you do get, unfortunately, bit by an insect, what you use for them. So, oh, and I keep forgetting to announce winners. I've had winners forever and I keep forgetting to announce them. So Connie Briggs, congratulations. You're the winner of, I think it was something we had quite a while ago. It was a share thing. And also, Connie was an LRP Love winner, and Case was our share winner. So Case was sharing some of our posts and commenting and helping us out. So Case Johnson is our sharing winner, and Connie Briggs is our LRP Love winner. So what's LRP Love? LRP Love is a drawing that we do for our customers who are on LRP that have their dates before the 15th of the month. So what's LRP? It's doTERRA's monthly subscription box when you have your own doTERRA account, you can order monthly or you can order whenever you want to. You do not have to order monthly. Ordering monthly is completely optional. But if you do order monthly, you get points back towards free products. That's how I haven't paid for my Immortelle in years. I get it free with points. So, so we do a drawing to reward you guys for being on LRP, because LRP equals free, and we love to spoil you guys. So with the LRP, we get points back towards free products. We get our shipping refunded. You can order as many times as a month as you want to, but the minimum requirement is 1 item every month to be on the monthly program. However, you do not have to order monthly. It's completely optional. We just love it because LRP equals free. Okay. Oh, so if you don't have your own doTERRA account, get with the person who invited you here and ask them what the best way to get started with doTERRA is, because they will most likely have the best kit you can get, or the best way to buy, or some sort of special freebies for you. So ask them how to get a free doTERRA account. Now, if that person was myself or someone on my team, go to the pinned announcements tab in this group, and we have our links up there for that. Or and then make sure to always reach out to the person that you are enrolling under, and send them a message to let them know, so they can make sure everything went through okay. And like I said, they'll have some freebies, especially for you. Okay, so, hi Melissa, we are just getting ready to get off here. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week. Any questions, feel free to personally message me or post them in the comments. Let me know what you're doing this weekend. I always love to hear what everybody's doing this weekend, especially with our quarantine. I love hearing different ideas of what you guys are doing this weekend. So also post in the comments what you do for your insect repellent, what oils you use for your insect repellent, because we love our Terra Shield, but we also love to hear what you guys use, or if you make your own blend, mix your own blend up. And also what you use when you do get bit or stung, what are some oils that you use for that. So if you missed this video, if you're just catching the end, go back and watch the replay. It's really great. And it also will be posted on YouTube for you guys to be able to share. And I'll put the link here too if you want to share this video with people who aren't on Facebook. Okay, everybody, happy oiling. See you next week.